New intro, by the way.
For sure.
Okay. All right. Well, it's Friday night with the fellas. We got technical issues going on all over the place here. I'm BA, and there's James there, and Sonia's coming in, I think. There she goes. Bam. And we should, and Fern should be out here in just a minute. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing good this Friday.
All right, guys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friday with the Fellas. I'm your host, Sonia, for Prim and Proper Sports. Hope everybody's doing amazing today. Shout out to Pink Panther for the promos, the reels. Let me give a special shout out to my girl, Katrina Harris, Bessie. I just got out the chair, y'all. You can probably see how the hair, got the face, ready to go to the NO and get things cracking on Sunday. So I'm a little late to the party, and as always, having some streaming issues. But JB, what's going on? How y'all doing?
What up, though?
What it do?
We are good.
What up, though? So yeah, okay, today is 12/12. Yes, today is 12/12/25. And let me also shout out to you, B, for the ones and twos. Before we go any further, two things. So tonight's show is, every night I dedicate my shows to my uncle. Yesterday was 7 years that he transitioned, so I definitely want to dedicate tonight's show to him. I miss you so much, Uncle, and he's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. And number two, my niece was on with us the other day, and it was brought to my attention today that her Cash App information was incorrect. Not that I, but we'll be getting an address here shortly. And if I have any technical issues, let me apologize as well, because there was no reason why my show was supposed to just be all my niece and just a black screen for me. I don't know what happened, but hopefully you guys, I'm here now. E and Jay, if it looks like I'm freed up or any nod your head, so I'll kind of be aware, so I can kind of go in and out. It looks like we've got this person that needs to clearly change their backdrop because they're garbage this year. None other than my brother Fern, who's coming out of nowhere. Have they won 3 games yet? Has it been 3 years?
And
what's up again to Pink Panther? You're coming in. All right, let's talk about the big news here. First, we got a lot of NFL news. You're gonna have to change your deal. We're gonna, take that abomination down off the screen. That's not what this show is about tonight, Fern. Especially because you've been gone for like 20 months.
Yeah. Listen, we'll be back better than ever.
Welcome, Fern.
What you say, Saya? I'm sorry, I'm going in and out. I think you guys are going in and out.
That's our hostess with the mostest.
Oh yeah, okay.
We're just saying we need to just get a different backdrop. That's all. This is not a giant show, aka tiny show. You guys are not even really a team this year and have not been for about 4 seasons now. And so we're just, we're only hosting competent teams today.
We got 4 of them. And I see
Am I
one.
Freeman?
I think out of three of you guys, I think I see one.
Oh, I guess that's B, right? That's what you're trying to say, B.
No, B definitely doesn't
Okay.
have one. It's J Trade. B's been in the gutter for a
Oh,
long
that
time.
has a ring. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. So I don't know. Well, I
All I
wish I
gotta
had
say
known
is
you were
that
not going to
helping
show
you?
your face.
Is that ring helping you this year though? Oh, no. So get on with that.
Right.
You can't buy a season with a ring that was 10 years ago. Come on, man.
He just got them on for like pinky rings, like the pimp. He got his pinky rings.
Yeah, that ring is green now. That ring is green. So, B, if you could put our little one across the bottom here for tonight's show.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot to talk about, y'all. So let's get started. We got a whole lot to talk about, honestly. And tonight we're gonna talk about the big news. Before we get to the NFL news, because J Trade and my team are facing off on Sunday's game for a huge implication game. We're right behind the Lions in the NFC overall. So this, all four of us. Well, excuse me, all three of us have something to really compete about. But Fern, we really can't wait to get your opinion, because we're first going to talk about one of your biggest rivals in college football, none other than this big Sharon Moore story, guys. Unless you've been living under a rock, Sharon Moore, and I just saw this afternoon, he is officially indicted for third-degree assault, a whole bunch of other guys. This is a shock. I literally, you have to be careful in this day and age to see if things are really true or not because of AI. I literally, the first time I saw it, before talking about it, I was like trying to fact check it because I just could not believe that this had happened so quickly. First, because I have not been on our show in like 25 months, 30 months. I will give you the introduction on this. What were your thoughts on not necessarily the drama behind it, but just the fact that he was terminated and is now in custody?
Yeah, I mean, when I first saw that, you guys know how
Looks like
much I
Fern
hate.
won't have a comment. B, J Train? Oh, here you go. Sorry, Fern. Go ahead.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. You guys know how much I hate the team up north and everything that is inclusive of them. But to hear what happened to Shamar, I mean, what he's going through is heartbreaking. Mainly for his family, not him. He made some decisions. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions about what happened. And what's the reasoning and the reasoning and maybe it was, they were looking for him. He did the do, right? He did the deed, and he didn't respect his family. He put himself, at risk for exposure. And he has kids. He's married. Like that's, I mean, he did his dirt out in the open. He crapped where he ate at, and it's like, that's so unfortunate for not only him, but mainly for his family. That's horrible. I feel horrible for his kids, for his wife. It's embarrassing. Who knows where his career may end up, in the next, in the future. He's in a very tough position. And again, we all make mistakes. We all do things. None of us are perfect, but you also got to pay for those mistakes too. You got to take accountability. And, that's just is heartbreaking beyond football. It is to watch that. I have a family of my own, and temptation is always there, but you have to have self-control. And I mean, it seems like, from all of the reports, I mean, this guy was up to no good, not only with her, he was, on all type of websites and doing all type of stuff. I mean, he was out in the open with it, and that's crazy. I mean, you got to look at your kids, look them in the eyes every day, and look at yourself in the mirror and say, what am I doing? What is this going to cost me? And unfortunately, it's costing him everything. And it really broke my heart to see, him. I would rather see him on the sideline with that face after we smack him a few times, but to see him with that, emotionless, you know, I mean, he looked bad right there in that video when he was in jail in court. I mean, it broke my heart. I'm like, damn, man, that sucks. That really sucks. So, you know, I hope that he learns from this. I hope that he can bounce back from it. But it's gonna be a while. But he has to take accountability. That's a bad situation. I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah, and it definitely is. And we're going to also be still supporting Pearson Jones throughout not just this podcast, but B has graciously agreed to promote her throughout the month of January. So, guys, don't worry about your Christmas money being tainted. No donation is too small. Throughout January and February, as she competes for this Jabberwock scholarship opportunity, she's allowed to keep all money that she raises, and the person that raised the most amount of money, Delta Sigma Theta, will also match or surpass that scholarship. So this is really huge for my niece, and I want to thank everyone in advance for your support. But Fern, that's it. I mean, J Train, you are a big SEC supporter as well. LSU, you guys had your own, not drama, but Lane Kiffin is now you guys as coach. LSU Lane, congratulations to him. What were your thoughts when this came out? Because I know, even though we don't like to go there, it's there. This is a black man, a black head coach. You are in a position where, you know, you're taking the reins from Coach Harbaugh, one of the best renowned to do it, so well known that he was invited to come back to the NFL, and he is now there with the Chargers. And this is what you do. You take over the reins, and now you have brought this thing that will never be undone. Of course, B, I'll be getting your thoughts here lastly, because I know that you're in the Michigan area and that's your team. So, J Train, what were your thoughts on this?
So initially, when this appeared, I was shocked, but at the same time, what popped in my head was looking at, okay, there's two types of firings that an organization can do to a coach. It's either with cause or without cause. And the particular one that happened to Brian Kelly at LSU was without cause, so he was able to retain that $54 million at LSU. That made LSU in a position where they have to pay him that money, and he has to be actively pursuing a job to some degree some coaching job so that he can continue to retain that money. And in this situation, this is with cause, and I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's something mild that they're talking about. That, you know, when they said that he's having an inappropriate interaction or relationship with a staffer, I was like, okay, they have something alleged on him. They want to get rid of him because they were 8-5 his first season, and they were 9-3 his second season. So those aren't really bad numbers for a team, but for Michigan, where they just coming off 2 years ago, removed from a national championship and beating Ohio State for the past 5 or 6 years, whatever it may be. A-Train, you can let me know. It just seemed like that this is somebody they wanted to get out, get rid of, and they thought it was a bad hire. They're going to try to get somebody else, maybe Brian Kelly, another big name coach, to come in and take over and get Michigan back on top again. But when all these other things started coming out, these other allegations, different things you're hearing, and particularly the break-in, and I'm reading an article earlier that says that had literally in paragraphs that he broke into the staffer's house and went to the kitchen, grabbed several. It didn't say one. It said several butter knives and a kitchen scissors, threatening to kill himself, or excuse me for saying that, off himself or unalive himself, because he said, "You ruined my life." And I'm saying, okay, this is a guy that either, if this is true, he either snapped at that moment and is not taking any kind of accountability because he said, "You ruined my life." And with that said, going back to what A-Train, everything he said, it's really more so not the person, the staffer ruining your life, is you and your decision making that put you and your family at risk for your livelihood to be taken and for you to possibly be sentenced to prison time if that's the case, and to just ruin your career, because by all intents and purposes, he's probably not going to get another major head coaching job at all. If anything, I mean, he's probably going to be coaching with Bobby Boucher down in Louisiana for a water boy scene or something. I mean, if he can get that. I don't think he's going to get anything at this point, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I agree with A-Train, and just it's really bad for his family. It looks a really bad look, and it's a bad look for Michigan as well because it's a blight. Even though it's not the school's fault, it's still a blight to bring attention, like the situation with Joe Paterno and all that those allegations with the other coach Sandusky and all that stuff that happened. It still brings the bad light to the school.
Yeah, I agree, and you covered actually a lot. What are your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, it's bad for the family, his kids, the staffer. I guess you could say her name now because everybody knows who she is. And then, you know, everybody around that situation. So much deceit going on, so much, you know, so many other things that were going on. And Michigan was investigating it. They got word of it in October that this was happening. So they got an investigator, and the original investigation didn't turn up anything. So they hired another outside investigation team because they were still hearing circulation about it. And when that outside investigation team pulled this up, that's when they made it, and that's when he got fired because they had enough evidence to fire him. So, yeah, it's bad for Michigan as far as because it happened at that school. Could have happened at any school. I think the thing about Michigan is that, like any of the schools that are power schools like that, is they will go get over that situation because they're a power school. Just like Penn State has with Joe Paterno. It's taken a while with him. I feel his is more heinous than this whole situation. But at the same time, they got over that, and the school program is back to where it's supposed to be at. And I think that's the thing with Michigan as well. I think Michigan also has to. I think this is a combination of problems, and we got that. Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, oh, whoops, wrong one. All right, there we go. All right. So anyway, yeah, I think it's a culmination of things that were coming for Mora anyway, because I think this is going to be his last season. He's not. I mean, 17 and I think he's 17-9 as a coach, as a head coach, and basically he was working off the coattails of Jim Harbaugh anyway, and I think they kept him around as long as they did. Because no offense there, Fern, they did beat Ohio State the year before. So when you have that kind of thing going on, you'll keep your job for a minute. But after losing to Ohio State this year, and really their offense was stagnant, and they said he was calling the plays, but I think his offensive coordinator had a lot to do with that as well. And didn't, Bryce was not happy with it either. In fact, there was a conversation that allegedly happened that he said either Sharon goes or I go. So that's why he scrubbed his social media of Michigan stuff for the moment because of this because of the situation before this situation happened. So we'll see what happens with that. To stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is a bad mark for him, and his family's going to have to sit. You got to imagine the humility you have to have being his wife, and she's got to go out there in public, just doing normal stuff, everyday stuff, and people are going to be looking at her like, yeah, your husband is the predator or the cheat. I won't call it a predator because he's not a predator, because obviously there's two consenting adults in this whole situation, and let's not make the staffer a victim. Okay. She became a victim when he tried to, offer, but she was just as much involved in this situation as he was. She knew he was married and had 3 kids too. So let's not make her a victim. And I know everybody likes to look for these angles all the time. It's just a man who couldn't keep it in his pants. And nothing to do with being black and being white. I'm sure if there was a white guy in the same situation in another college, because all these colleges implement these rules. You can't mess with staffers. Can't mess with anybody in your staff. Can't do it. It's a fireable offense. So, I mean, I don't want to even hear all that stuff. The dude just couldn't keep it in his pants. He got caught, and that's all there is to it. And he just didn't know how to handle, being caught. And the young lady had already got like an abortion for the child that she was going to have. And, she's trying to put herself, she's not going to put herself away from this situation. I wouldn't be surprised if she got fired too. I'm surprised she ain't fired yet. Because if I was Michigan, I would have fired her too, right along with them. So we'll see how that one plays out too, because she can't be the victim in this. But it is what it is.
They said that. Yeah, they said that she actually had her. Yeah, they said she had actually had her salary doubled immediately after a DoorDasher dropped off a Plan B. So Plan B is to prevent, pregnancy. So it's a little different than, but I don't know if it was an abortion or a Plan B. Nonetheless, the wife found out, and this is now a major headline. What started out in their private lives because of his position now has been exposed on the big stage and right amongst the playoffs, and like this is the busiest time of the year for college football, and everybody talks about the Wolverines, everybody talks about LSU, and everybody talks about the Ohio State, and everybody talks about UGA. This is this time of season, so it probably would have been a little less like screaming in your face if this was like April or something, the lull of the season. Maybe, he would have, but there's no time on when drama unfolds. And, some say, you live by the sword, and so you have to expire by the sword as well. And you guys already know, everybody on here knows, because we're in a group chat and we're like family. Y'all already know my take on cheating and stuff like that anyway. So it's just I don't even want to say it's unfortunate, because it's not. These are all adults that are deliberately making these decisions. Who it is unfortunate for is those gentlemen who are playing for Michigan, who some of those guys, I'm sure, thought they had a father figure in Sharon Moore, and now they see he's no different than any Joe Blow on the street. That's who I feel the most unfortunate for. So, this won't be the first time we hear something like this. As long as we live, unfortunately, things are going to always happen like this. It's just this magnitude with this amount of time, as far as this time exposure. But as my grandfather used to say, keep on living. We'll see it again. Somebody won't get the memo. They won't learn the lesson. They won't, they got to live it themselves to experience it. And so, there it is. All right, let's move on over. Thank you guys for all your opinions on that. Let's move on over to the NFL. We got a lot of big games this week that literally will be win to stay in situations as far as the wild card in the hunt and the playoff. I'm going to go ahead and put us out there, Jake, because this is us. This is our weekend. This is the big dance. First of all, Atlanta, mother-loving Falcons. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You never hear me say anything positive about them. Falcons, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for putting and ensuring that we swept y'all earlier in the year. Somebody made sure they said Kirko, we never swept him. Well, we swept Michael Penix, okay? So thank you for making sure you guys had the broom in the dustpan for us in week 3, and a couple of weeks ago we took care of business. And thank you for taking care of Baker Mayfield, who reintroduced Mike Evans back on the field. Welcome back, Mike Evans. We definitely don't want nobody injured. Had been out since week 7 with a broken collarbone, and he actually back in 8 weeks. That's kudos to him. But it wasn't enough. Raheem is really feeling himself because, this is what we do in the division, J-Train. So the South, everybody talks trash about us. We're the worst in the division, blah, blah, blah. Every year But when it comes down time to pull up, last year we played spoiler to Tampa Bay. We knew we had to do what we had to do, but they still made it, but they was further down on the totem pole in the playoff position because the Panthers had nothing to play for. Well, this year, the Panthers will be going to New Orleans. Your girl will be in the house on Sunday at 4:25 Eastern Standard Time. The Panthers have three ways to win this division. We just have to win at New Orleans and win one of Tampa Bay, and we are done. Nothing else matters the remainder of the season. Or we sweep Tampa Bay straight out, or we hope that Seattle, we beat Seattle and Tampa Bay loses to Miami. So weird. Miami, the freaking AFC team, can actually have playoff implications for us. So I am super excited. Let me make sure I got all that. Yeah, we could split the series with Tampa Bay by beating Seattle and Tampa Bay lose to Miami. That's the proper way to say it. So 3 paths that the Panthers have to be here. Fern, I'm so glad you're joining us tonight. Please make sure you unmute for this segment and for no other segment, because from April on, you know, the Falcons are going to run away with the division was all we had in the chat. And you guys are my affirmations for this being said. And who would have thought? We 15. We here. Okay? We are mother loving here. But before, you know, we get there, James, we've already split. We already got you guys. Y'all got us earlier in Charlotte. I want to say we're not supposed to lose that game at home. But let's be clear. Tyler Shuck is no all shucks. That dude looks like he is the quarterback you guys have needed. It just looks like everybody's coming together. I saw Alvin Kamara's going to be out, though. I don't know if that helps us or not, but we'll see. We're going out to the Big Easy, and we're trying to get some easiness. So what are your thoughts on Sunday's matchup?
It may or may not, because the rookie running back that we have out of Kansas. Oh, you talking to Fern? No.
Hello?
No, it's me. I'm talking. Fern, you can go ahead and put your mic back on. I mean, mute it. Let me finish up.
Damn.
So what I would say, go ahead and mute your mic, sir. Look, we got a rookie running back, a rookie quarterback, a rookie linebacker. We have a really decent class that's starting to show their stuff right now. The Saints, obviously, they gave you all the business, sis, in Carolina. They could possibly. You need this game. You guys really need this game to put yourselves in the forefront to win the division title. And what's on the line? You hadn't been to the playoffs since 2017, and you got a great opportunity here. Like you said, you can take care of business in New Orleans and take one of those wins of Tampa Bay. But I think you're going to have a tough game this upcoming Sunday because, like you said, Tyler Shuck, he's making his funk the P-Shuck. He wants to get shucked up. I mean, because he is putting it out there right now. He's really playing like – he's not playing like a rookie. Yep. First of all, he's 26. He's 26. He's a little bit older rookie. He's out there. I think for the most yards that he had – the most yards that they had for rookies was the number one was Shedeur Sanders with 364. Number two is Tyler Shuck with 284. So and that 284 was against the Panthers too with 2 tutties, if you remember that. So you guys really, I know J.C. Horn's coming back. He's going to be playing. You're getting all your players healthy. So it looks like you're going to be a lot of, you can do that all you want, sis. But again, they gave y'all the business in your place. You got to come to New Orleans now. I know you're going down there. I don't want you to be upset, but Shuck may put on another show again. So go down there. Don't do an A train and go marching on Bourbon Street and get embarrassed. Putting on that clown nose and that clown suit.
Everybody go on Bourbon and get their tail whipped, because look how the Falcons went down there. The Giants went down there on Bourbon, and both of them ended up waving the red flag when they left from Bourbon Street, because they had all these big parades and both of them got their rumps whipped. So yeah, I'm not going on Bourbon doing all that.
Yeah, just keep it close. I mean, I think it's going to be a really good game. I think our defense is coming along. Go ahead.
Right next. What's going on?
Yeah. So look, I will say I think it's going to be a really good game. It's going to be tight, but I'm going to pick the Saints for a sweep on this one. I think Tyler Shuck wants to get the business, and I think I got to pick him, even though I've been doing pretty bad on my pick'ems. I've been either picking the Saints and they lose. I pick against the Saints and they win. But they only have 3 wins right now. So I'm going to give them their 4th win right here this Sunday. And you guys are going to have to win against the Seahawks and the Bucks to get that division. You're not going to get it with the Saints. That's what I'm saying, sis.
God, that's delusion.
Okay, Fern, because you have such laughter. What?
Well, every dog has his day.
What, Fern?
And today, every dog has its day, so the Panthers, today's their day, right? Nobody expected it. They came from out of the woods. They shocked all of us. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen, with you guys, but you're playing well. I got to give props to the Panthers. They've been playing well, in a very bad division, and I
love that caveat. In a very bad division.
In a very bad division. J-Train knows it's a bad division. He's one of those teams.
Why don't you show yourself and show? Let me see that Homie the Clown wig you got on and that big orange nose you got.
Right.
Go ahead and show your face. Let me see that big clown suit you got on.
He getting fitted for it right now. He getting fitted for it.
Damn.
He getting fitted for a new wig right now.
Like I
Speed
said,
trap reported ahead.
Every dog has his day, and I'm happy for you guys. Like,
so who you got winning the game, Fern? Because you're a neutral in this, just like B is. Even though you're saying it's the worst division, it don't matter. Y'all didn't say that when Tampa Bay was winning it every year. It's so funny that now that Carolina is a contender for the first time in 10 years, now it's like, oh, somebody's got to win it. They're all bad. No, just give props where props do and get up out of here. Say what it is. And you know what? We love being underdog. We hope everybody and their mama say we're gonna lose, because that's when we win. So go ahead. Go ahead, Fern. Who you think is gonna win? But thank you for your tiny apology, I guess. Like a tiny giant, just the tiny. Who do you see winning this game with your sport? Put your sport analyst hat on. We know it's there.
I think you guys have a lot more to play for, so I see that. I see the Panthers they're gonna squeeze this one out, because they're playing for a lot more. Saints are playing for draft position right now. Panthers they're gonna come in with their head on fire.
Right.
They're gonna come in that game ready to play. They know what's at stake, especially with Tampa Bay going down Thursday night. You guys have a really clear-cut chance, honestly, to win that division and, go to the playoffs. I think the last time you guys were in the postseason was, I think, J-Trey, you said 2017? Was it 17? I think it was 17.
That's correct. Yeah. That's correct.
That's correct. Okay. I mean, that's a while ago. So, if you guys get a playoff game, get a home game.
Well, we weren't there since 2015. So.
Yeah. That can revitalize that program and Carolina, North Carolina as a whole. I'm happy for you guys. I didn't see it coming, so I'll gladly wear my.
Yeah, borrow folks out. I'm gonna wear folks out. I'm sorry, Fern. I gotta tell you this. If we win this division, y'all gonna get sick of me. And God, God willing, we go further than that. If we go all the way up, folks is not going to want to see me coming, because we done beat Green Bay. And let's be clear, the NFC North is not all that. If we beat Green Bay and we beat Dallas, we could beat anybody. And so trust me, you heard it here first. We freaking coming. I told y'all 3 weeks ago, if you on our schedule, we were coming, and we here. So when we go all the way up to the NFC Championship, y'all don't even want to do the show with me. Y'all don't even want to do the show. Oh,
You see, A-Train still hadn't shown his
go ahead,
face.
Bird.
It is what it is, J-Train.
He
You're in
gets
the
paid
same
for that
boat.
wig. This is as close as we're going to get for him, because he knew he had to, at some point, come on with all that talk he was doing.
He got them rainbow
B,
cornrows
I'll
on his
get your
head.
opinion, and then I'll move on to other games. But before we...
Oh, man.
My opinion
Yeah.
on the situation is
the
that
first thing
I
you got to
picked.
look at, Bryce Young continues to be a leader, become a game manager. I've seen him manage the clock against the Rams. We literally ate up the entire third quarter against the Rams, like 13 minutes of it. And as long as Bryce stays calm, and so when you look at something like that, that's what you got to be leery of. Who is the better game manager? Because Tyler Shook is a starter, but like J-Train said, he don't look like a starter. He's had potential for the future. Of course, Kamara being out is ruled out with that knee and ankle injury, leaving the backfield severely limited. This is going to be one that everybody's pulling up. They're trying to say that the Panthers defense, get ready. We have stood up. Everybody was talking about the defense in the offseason. We are one of the highest forced turnover teams in the league right now for the defense. Additionally, the Panthers are number 1 for 4th down conversions. 4th and 1, boo. We got the highest percentage right now. So we don't care about none of that. We freaking coming like I told y'all. Let me be quiet and let the rest of y'all express your opinion. Because right now I'm so hyped up. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to stay up all weekend. Yes, B.
But anyway. Anyway.
It's always because all y'all want to talk against me so bad. Y'all created this.
I picked. No, you kind of created this on your own.
No, Fern did. Fern did. Fern did with all the messages. Fern did this mess. Fern did this, and y'all know it. Him and Kevin. They did this.
Anyway. Anyway. I didn't pick the Panthers to win this game, but as far as that whole division goes, I mean, anybody can beat anybody on any given, and it is not even any given Sunday cliche, because you see that New Orleans, the Saints went down to the Panthers and beat y'all. Then they beat Tampa Bay. So I mean, I think you guys will win because, like Fern says, you might have something extra to play for. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it flipped the script and New Orleans won, because that's the kind of division you got. Yeah. Y'all beat up on each other all the time. Yeah. Beat up on each other. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. That's the reason why 8, 9, and 9 and 8 always gets you guys in there, because you all beat each other up all the time. So I mean, hey, that's
was that 3 and 11 that was laughing? Was that 3 and 11 just laughed, or 2 and
yes.
13, 2 and 15, whatever he is?
That's fired coach laughing at folks.
But you do, but in saying that, Carolina they are in the driver's seat. So if they mess it up, it's on them to be messing it up, because they got it. They can get it. They can beat Tampa Bay. I'm not so sure about Seattle, but they can beat Tampa Bay twice at least, I feel. And if they beat New Orleans, hey, then they only have to beat Tampa Bay once. So I mean, they got the ball in their court. There's no doubt about that. They can write their own history. There's nobody else that can. Well, if you get the division win, the playoffs don't make it. I mean, because the division win is going to get a playoff spot, so that doesn't make a difference. So,
right,
if you get a playoff spot, so you want
that's pretty solid. Fern, who did you pick to win this game? I didn't get it because there was a lot of laughing and wig fitting and stuff in the background. So,
I said Carolina. I said that I think Carolina goes down there and they have a lot to play for. I think, New Orleans is playing for a different reason, and Carolina's playing for a different reason. I think Carolina's
Fern, she
reason
suckered you into that because she knew what you said before. She just
I
suckered
know.
you.
I fell right into the trap.
Again.
I didn't. I honestly don't.
I have to pay my dues, and I have to pay for what I said because I didn't see it coming. I'll be honest, I did not see that coming at all.
Change that giant sign to jackasses and suckers, because that's just what you just played.
Oh.
You just allowed yourself to get played, son. You just got played.
What's really weird though, guys, I really didn't hear because my stream has been going in and out the entire time. I don't know if I've been freezing or not. Seriously, I heard the last part when he said that he was wrong or something, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter. The audience needed to probably hear it twice since y'all are saying he said it before. Let's move on. We'll just go ahead. Congratulations in advance to the Carolina Panthers, NFC South champs, first time since 2015, and Super Bowl bound. You heard it here first. All right, the Ravens and Bengals game is coming up on Sunday. That's another tough division. The AFC matchup. Joe Burrow is back, but Joe just celebrated a birthday a few days ago, was seemingly, guys, looking at his future, just basically saying he wants to be able to enjoy the game, actually play. What do you guys think about that? I've heard a lot of pundits today talking about, some teams need a quarterback, and perhaps Joe may be expending his time in Cincinnati with a team that just is not moving the dial much at all.
So some of this is on Joe. I'm not going to say that the organization is not to blame for a lot of things. I mean, because as an organization, if you got a franchise quarterback, you got to protect him. You got to build around him. You got to do everything you can to fortify this gift that you have. You're going to pay him as well, which they have paid him $250+ million, I might add. And you got to protect him and make sure you have everything in place for him to be, to have success, to be put in a position to succeed, to try to contend for Super Bowls. Have they done that? They've done that 1 year. They did it a couple of years, but most years Joe's been hurt. But this is one of the analysts, I forgot the guy's name that comes on ESPN. He put up a stat line for sacks. It was between Andrew Luck and himself. Andrew Luck from 2012 to 2018, Joe Burrow to 2020 to 2025. Andrew Luck playing 86 games, was sacked 174 times. Joe Burrow, on the other hand, 73 games, 203 sacks.
That's crazy.
An average of 6.8. So he has not been protected. Obviously, the offensive line has been just below subpar, and he's had multiple injuries that have been season-ending. So yes, he's not happy. They're not winning. He went to bat for his wide receivers, got them paid. He went to bat for his defensive end, got him paid. But maybe I heard someone else say in the news that maybe he shouldn't have went to bat for both wide receivers. Maybe let T. Higgins go and get an offensive lineman in there somewhere. Get somebody like that. And I'm not sure how that's supposed to work, but I don't think Joe's asking for a lot right here. Some of this is his fault. You know what I mean? The best ability is availability. And if you're not healthy, the team can't do anything without you. And when you are healthy, you don't have a defense that's really helping you. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. You got the best weapons that money can buy in football offensively, but we're not doing anything. I mean, they got a terrible record right now. He got hurt. He just came back. We'll see what happens. I think Joe is just talking right now. Like he said, part of it is not football. It's some of his football, some of his personal stuff. So what Jamar said, he's trying to win. He wants to go out there and win. And he's a competitor just like the next guy. So I think he wants to go out there and be a competitor.
Yeah, and before we go further, Pink Fanfare will definitely be in the building as always. She'll be in the Big Easy as well. And she says she hopes we get the team who beat the Rams at the bank. I know that's right. But yeah, you're right, J-Train. I mean, it's kind of one of those things. Joe is newly back. He's been out for a little while, just trying to get the feelers and see what's out there. I mean, it's the end of the season, to be clear. What's up, Bo? Football Talk Bo. You guys check him out, Coast to Coast Bo. He's on scene everywhere on the West Coast. Big Seahawk fan. I will try to see if we can't link both on FNF, Friday night, FNWF. I had to get my acronym together. When the Panthers get ready to face Sam Darnold, former Panther himself, because Sam has not been consistent. So for all of y'all riding his coattail, who I don't know about Seattle, you might want to watch how they're playing. Let's move along. What do you think, B, about Joe Burrow? I think that's really a good segue there that J-Train brought in about this is not, we always see things like this. This is not a first time we're going to hear a quarterback talk like this.
I mean, he actually said this. Would somebody catch him saying this to somebody? I mean, because I go by the football players that are around him. If Jamar says, I don't see anything wrong with his will to play this game or to be on this team or to play football, if he's saying that,
and he's driving like that,
him and Jamar are like, two peas in a pod. They're like the best friends on the team. They should know each other well. They come all the way back from LSU. So I mean, anybody knows
quoted,
him,
he's quoted as saying it. B. It's in the ESPN article quoted that they were talking to Jamar about what he said, and is quoted as saying, "If I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it." And it's virtually he's just saying he's not having fun right now playing football. So I mean, that's just him saying that. This is Joe Burrow saying that.
Oh, so the media said that. That's what he said.
Okay. Do y'all hear that noise on Fern's side? I don't know if he's at the clown shop still or what. We keep hearing the horns in the background. We heard him take off out of there.
Some idiot.
So I heard her. I didn't know if that was a car or there was those clown pants are turning brown there, sir. I don't know.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Fern don't want us to see him because Fern's been on some health kick or something. He's smaller than I am. I didn't recognize him. So I guess he's gonna do a grand reveal the next time he's on the show.
He's probably doing a colon. He's probably doing a colon cleanse as we speak right now.
Oh,
that's what that noise was.
Down in protein shakes while he's backstage. All right, guys. So yeah, let's talk about the NFC North a little bit. And Fern, we definitely want to talk about the East, even though you guys are a non-factor. What you think? B, we know you are very honest about your division. Looks like it's going to be between the Bears and Green Bay at this time. Go figure. And by the way, Panthers did beat Green Bay. Let me just put that out there. I'm just saying. B, what are your thoughts about the NFC North as you guys are literally entering, like, these are the last 3 weeks of the season, y'all. Like, we here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be it depends on how I give it more to Green Bay. I think Green Bay is a more structured team right now as it stands over Chicago, although Chicago's not a bad team. Ben Johnson has turned that offense around. That offense is really good. It's like third or fourth in football right now, and that's what's getting them to win these games because their defense it's just not there. This is why I can't really believe in Chicago at this point because their defense just ain't there. And see, Green Bay is another team I don't really believe in because their offense just ain't there. Their defense, though, and I'm going by what Houston is. I mean, Houston has a good defense and not a really great offense. I think that's kind of like what Green Bay is right now at this time. And this is why I think they're going to win that division, only because I think Chicago's not going to beat them a second time. Chicago's got a really tough path to the end of the season. And they got to play San Francisco in San Francisco. They still got to play the Lions, and they still got to play Green Bay one more time. So, and then they got to play Cleveland. Now, we can say Cleveland's a pushover all you want, but Green Bay lost to them. So, I mean, people lose to Cleveland. So, I mean, it's not as cut off as everybody thinks it is. And, as a Lions fan, we're kind of looking outside looking in at 8-5. That tells you how good the NFC is right there. An 8-5 team is looking from the outside inside to get a playoff spot. That's freaking good. That just means this whole conference is really good. So I mean, we're hoping, of course, Chicago trips and falls just like they usually do every year. But you know, then we can grab their spot. And then and we might even have a chance to get in the playoffs. Who knows? 12-5 might not get the playoffs. You know, not get it because you got the whole NFC West. And I know, Sonya, you're making comments about Sam Darnold in Seattle, but obviously you haven't seen them play because Seattle's on fire.
They're on fire, but I'm telling you, that dude threw 3 interceptions in his last game. That's not on fire. It doesn't matter. All it takes is one game to lose. That's it. That's what I'm saying. I clearly have watched him.
And then he came back and then destroyed the next team he faced. So I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. And you clearly
just like Stafford did. Stafford had an off game against Charles. He came back and destroyed the next game.
We know who Sam is. We know him. We used to have him. We tossed it out in the streets. Another man's trash is another man's treasure. We know him. He's very recognizable. We are ready for him. Yeah. We're not afraid.
Hold on, Sonya.
He's taking 2 teams to the playoffs.
The Saints saw your defense, Sonya. Come on. The Saints saw your defense in your house.
No. Yeah, you guys, we gifted y'all. You're sorry, you're garbage, you're septic water of the South. You should be right back in the
my goodness.
We gifted y'all.
My goodness.
We gifted y'all. But you know what? Honestly, though, Jay,
nobody gives anything. Nobody gives anything.
But just like you said, the Saints, their defense did that. That's why you just made my point for me. B talking about I clearly haven't watched the Seahawks. Just like you guys beat us when we were coming, getting really into our game. We could beat Seattle. The Seattle ain't nobody. We ain't afraid of them. And we'll beat Detroit too if they got the nerve to show up in the postseason. Now I put it out there for you. We coming. So if you struggle and fall into the postseason, you better hope you don't see us beat because we coming.
You're gonna be leaving too.
Now,
anyway. You're gonna be saying the exit. The exit. I don't care if it's east or west, you're gonna be out the door. Because you ain't in the NFC North. You might thought you did something by beating Green Bay. Cleveland beat Green Bay, so that don't tell me nothing. Okay, so I'm just letting you know. Don't come after me. Don't come after the Lions because you don't want to see that.
You're talking about you're going to be the wrong side of the ball. You're going to be in the wrong side of the ball. We hope the Lions make it and we make it. We want them.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I will give them credit. They did beat the Rams. I mean, even if it wasn't Green Bay, they beat the Rams.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
Stafford gifted them that game. Since you want to talk about people gifting games, Stafford gifted you that game.
No, he didn't give nothing. That game went down to the
Stafford threw 2 interceptions, one for a pick 6, and lost the ball at the end of the game.
We didn't even play the game. The game wasn't even close. We dominated.
The game ain't even close. You had to strip sack them to win the game.
Yeah, it don't
matter. The game wasn't close. They were still going up and down the field.
Just make sure the Lions don't show up on our schedule. Just make sure you don't make the postseason because we'll come for you. We hope you make it.
You ain't gonna have to worry about that because you ain't gonna make it that far.
You get your ass handed. That's what you do.
Where A-Train at? Oh, he just disappeared.
Lions are
because he ain't no competition for him. He's out.
Oh my goodness!
One game the whole season.
Y'all sound like Archie Bunker and George Jefferson going at it, man. Calm down. Calm down.
I hope both our teams make it. And I just wonder, will you finally give the Panthers the respect they deserve when they mock the turf up with you if you make the postseason? Will you finally come on here then and say, we're the better team?
I always do.
You be.
I'm always do. Okay? You wait, hold up. Don't even come after me like that, Sony, because first of all, you know better. You know better. I give people their props. You know damn better. See, I don't do that stuff. I don't hide like some people.
No. Yeah.
Like that one down there.
But just remember, though.
I think, y'all. Hold on. He might have a camera.
Just remember something there. Just remember something, Sonia. Have this intensity when Carolina gets put out. Just have that same intensity you got right now.
Run the show.
Because sometimes you disappear. You disappear. How about you busy too? Sometimes after the Panthers lose, I've seen you disappear. I've seen you disappear.
I've been here every Friday night.
I've seen you disappear. Yeah, You know what? You don't have extreme.
Well,
You know what?
Friday
You don't have these
night
long, length
The
conversations
Friday
about the
night
Panthers
was when we
losing
were
when they
winning.
do
That
when
don't
they
even
win.
make no sense. I was traveling and in school studying, and I disappeared when we were winning. I showed up when the Saints beat us. Hello? I congratulated Jay Trey to his face. Hello?
Hey, Jay Trey.
But what I don't have to worry about is if the Lions go to the postseason.
How long did that whole segment? How long did that whole segment last between you and her when you beat her? Though? We're still talking about the Panthers, and it's almost time.
I am. No, it's because you got to come to me.
What you ask B? What you ask B?
You know when you guys won, when the Saints beat the Panthers.
When
you guys don't physically play. When the Saints won, she came out here. I'll give you that, but you didn't nearly spend as much time on that.
I ain't trying to go back to the Panthers. You talking about Seattle.
You talking about you talking about that 2-minute segment?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. I mean, hello, this is my platform.
I'm just making a point.
I won't be on here next week. Y'all can talk about everybody y'all want to talk about. And don't say, no matter what happens on Sunday, that I'm running, because I'm not. You guys know that I have other obligations that I won't be available. So first, let's talk about the NFC East. I know you probably don't even know what's going on with them because you've long since checked out. But in your division, the Eagles just don't look the same. They definitely don't look like they're going back to the Super Bowl this year.
I hope the Eagles crash and burn. I could care less about anything that's going on in the NFC right now. We have been, the NFC East we've been cursed with injury, coaching changes. I'm checked out. I'm ready for next year. But in all honesty, no, the Eagles don't look the same. Happy that they don't. They'll make it to the playoffs. I'm not sure how far they'll go. But the Giants are, of course, looking at another, first or second pick. We got to look at a head coach. I heard Notre Dame's head coach is at the top of the list. Not sure about that. It's going to be a lot of analyzing.
Right, Pete.
So high on LSU and the Saints, and they're going to surprise. So really, to be honest with you, you got a little bit of a weed on the side there too, because you guys have been trash. The Saints, the LSU, you guys went through a coaching change. Now you're looking for Kiffin to save your tails. Like I said.
He's throwing shots at me.
I'm ready for next year.
Man, if you don't come from behind that camera, that thing, and show your face talking all that trash.
I'm trying to duck from all that.
Man, trying to throw some arrows, man, and you hide your hand, and you doing straight trash. I mean, you don't hide behind your phone.
Again. Why is this trash?
No, he's gonna duck out. No, he ducks out. He's still watching, still hiding behind that 4-time tarnished championship banner that he got. Yeah, from 1967.
But the last time they went to the Super Bowl, I was in diapers.
I want to throw some darts and then run.
We're at the top of our hour. This has been a very spirited and exciting conversation. Jay Trey, in all honesty, best of luck to you in Sunday's game. See you, Pink, soon. Thank you so much. Safe travels to you. B, good luck to you guys this weekend. Who do you guys have?
We got those same Rams that you guys beat.
Oh, this is going to be a telltale sign. If the Rams blow y'all out, I will be
never happened. Never happened. It'll never. Okay. We have not got blown out by any team.
There's 3 weeks left, and I'm here for it. I cannot wait.
We ain't gonna get blown out.
What time do you guys play them?
4:25.
Oh, the same time as us. Wow, that sucks. I'm not even going to know what's going on until I leave the game. All right, looks like
you got a phone.
Crawled back in here, I guess, to say his fair tidings and good. Well, Fern, it's good to have you on. Hopefully, you can join us again week after next when I'm back, or just join the guys next week and y'all have at it, talk trash, whatever. Congratulate me while I'm off air with my Panthers win. But thank you guys. This has been fun. Everybody have a great week. Again, dedicating this show to my uncle tonight, Edward Oliver Lewis Walker. Thank you so much for everybody. Likes, love. And with that, you guys join B. James tomorrow with Jack the Grouch Hirsch not for the not the Grinch, but the Grouch. Tomorrow for the
Maybe the
debate show
Grinch.
and Sunday morning sports show, the big sports show. They're going to be talking about this. And stay tuned for me. I may be able to drop in a live or two after my championship on Sunday. Fern, good having you. Good luck in the draft. And with that, we bid everybody a good night.
Yep. And just before we go to, I'm going to play a promotion for Pearson, and then we'll be running out. By the way, I'd like to say congratulations to the Pistons because, yeah, you can cheer for the Carolina Panthers, but your Atlanta Hawks got they behinds beat today.
I used to be a Pistons fan growing up, so congratulations. Here's the commercial for Pearson.
All right, here we go.
Thank you, B.
Learning to lean on his power. Your perspective can be sweet when circumstances are sour. I'm saying. I can see the vision clear. Your identity is waiting, and you feel that hope is fading. Just hold on, it's gonna be alright. Trust in God, stand firm and hold tight. It's like that, yeah, yeah. It's like that, yeah. I'm searching for a peace that's not present. I'm searching for feelings of solitude, emotions that's pleasant. Treasure, what do you deem important versus essential? We put our heart and soul in every line behind instrumentals. Coincidental? I think not. God's plan from the very beginning. Create the type of music that make people think twice before sinning. Pleading, Holy Father, please forgive our trespasses. Confusing things we want for things we need in life, our must-haves. Selfish, inconsiderate, narcissistic people. Christ died for all the world, so there is power in Jesus. Issues happen, disagreements, dissensions, distortions. This fallen flesh, we still forget sometimes that God is our portion. Forcing, others won't cut it, nor manipulation. One thing that's very destructive is self-righteous behavior. Satan, he's crafty, throwing darts like Bailey's.
On that note, we out.
Great job. Thank you so much. Good luck, Pearson. I love you.
Great job, Pearson.